Szóval... Visszajöttünk. Így csak, mert akkor eddig ezt a másikat lementem. Várj. Videókezelés. Jó, szóval... Love letter.
Oh, my amour, my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life. Trickly refuse.
Na. Szerelmes levél, igen.
Heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Synthrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Someone left their loot behind. Let's follow it. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him with it once.
Na. Jó van, erre megy tovább a tudsz.
It must be someone famous, I tell you. Such talent. Exceptional true.
Aren't they even? Because the right have some.
Egy testőr. Jó napot, testőr uram! Szép a ruhát! Szép a faszom, menj már. Én artist vagyok. Nézzél már rám, nem látod?
We must consider what to do.
Na, mondjad.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Looking for Cecilia Belland. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
Ezt el lehet vinni? Nem. Nem kell sietni, nem mennek sehová. Baszki, komolyan. Mindová menjünk? Blokkol van, fuck. Pedig már mindenhol batatunk.
That must be Cecilia.
Ajaj.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Ja, édes Istenem, ebből lesz megint a coincidence.
Bloody handprint. It's his.
Ha már itt vagyunk. Ha már itt vagyunk. És úgyis a... Ezért úgyis el fogják kapni valahogy, vagy valami.
And went out on the balcony. Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong too. Must have climbed this ladder.
Mi az? Jó! Hogy ez a létre?
Could still be here. Need to stay alert. bloodstains. Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard and sank to the floor.
Ez valahogy gyanús. Megint.
Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace. Seems there was a struggle. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably.
Csoda durva dolgok történtek itt. Hopp, ezt elvittem már megint.
Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
Mi lenne, ha megnéznéd ezt?
Sconce is bent. Smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it? Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for.
Mi lenne, mi vennén kell, ha már valuable?
Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably.
Na.
Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window.
Igen, meg kell
Fall
nézni.
had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer.
Gyanús vagy te nekem?
I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.
Gyanús vagy te nekem, kisanyám. Túlságosan is gyanús.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
Fell out of the window.
just so.
Zitipping.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes, he stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it many years ago from a young woman.
Meg is tartom.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it
Azért
is
iszik bort.
effective as a blade.
Azért is szabort itt nagyba, biztos be
Jewel
volt
seems
baszva.
important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
Pontos leírás. Csak ez szín nem stimmelt, mi?
The
Ezt a hullából szedted ki?
Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
Ha.
This crest is used by the lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Need to investigate.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Gyanús! Gyanús!
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence?
Veled
Not
akar
something
valamit.
I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether.
Nem.
My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True.
Rivalizálás. Hát
I
igen.
suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of the
Jól van, de...
Siana received it from father as a gift.
De akkor mit keresett egy full random árusnál, érted?
Someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen. Or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after
Még
lost
lehet.
luxuries? Could be right. What did your sister do to get banished?
Igen, akartam.
Siana was cursed.
Dam dam dam!
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized.
Azért mondom.
Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana
Ah.
knew of it.
An
She told
innocent
Cedric
child.
of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day.
Hát nem csodálkozok, hogy gyilkosság
In the end, they
volt a
forced her
családban,
to
akkor
leave the
biztos, hogy
palace.
száműzték.
A
Igen.
decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since. Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape or form. You must make sure of that.
Nem ígéretek semmit.
Can't guarantee her safety, unfortunately. Especially if she's one of those responsible for these crimes.
Witcher, that was not a request.
De csak mondom, hogy nem biztos, hogy...
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire. We are lending our combined resources to the Witcher's hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Seem surprised. Why?
I never would have suspected Regis to find common ground with a Witcher.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the beast of
Jól van.
Beauclair, I suspect.
Maradjál
Master
is ott.
Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only 2 options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see, sword in hand. Talking gets the job done, for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a Witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
That's no excuse. There's always a way out, another solution. Seeking help, for instance.
These other solutions often come too late.
You're well aware there are men and witches who have done worse in defense of their loved ones. Am I right, Geralt?
If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith. An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detlaf here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's
Yeah.
dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detlaf believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there, too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Dettlaff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got away with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it.
Igen, jobb félni, mint megijedni.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Dettlaff. Good luck, my friend.
Neked is.
Splendidly, Dettlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the 2nd bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
Figyellek titeket, jó?
You have exceptional friends. This Dettlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
No.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill. It stands along the San Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Jaj, meg ostromoljuk? Kellemes! Nagyon kellemes. Ostromlás. Az ostromgépeket mindjárt be is vettem. Hát, ahogy már. Mennyi karakter? Úristenem.
Reginald Aubrey has returned, not to be missed. Buy your tickets now. Available from me alone.
Milyen olle? Hopp. Le, itt aztán erre el. Rohadt messze van a hely, szóval valami... Fontoltam, hogy kéne találni, onnan el tudnék ugrani oda. Mondjuk... Jó, hát pont itt előbb Harbor? Talán. Pearl Harbor. Na. Akkor ide el. Ja, most már 230 izénk van. Bazd meg, jól van, akkor nem kell odaig elugrani, akkor csak ide hazaugrunk. És akkor majd innen elmegyünk lóval. És jelenleg ez a terv. Ugye az óra 14 óra. 16 óra, 14 na. Gyerünk, Roach. Föl! Mehetünk is. Most nem elütni. Bocsánat, bocs, én vagyok a dúcsotok, szóval... Mi a franc? Minek mondják ezt? De én vagyok a főnökötök. Jó, menteni kéne. Azt mondja a játék. Mentsünk egy új slotra.
Go, go.
Mert innen már nem lesz visszamenetel. New marker. Menjünk. De előtte még elmegyek mosdóba pillanat. Meddig ment el a karakter? Úristen! Na szóval. Magától sétál. Vicces amúgy. Na, reménykedtem abban, hogy amúgy belesétál, mondjuk. A pontba és elkezdi anélkül, de... Nézzük. Bemegyünk. A házba megnézzük, hogy van-e itt valami. Átváltunk. Nézetbe. Kutya kereső nézetbe. Azért na. Itt történt egy gyilkosság, ahogy látszik. Order floor. Ugye rendelték a... Mi a francom ez? Nem szén. Mi a lisztet? Hogy ugye meg tudják őrölni. Igen. Én meg őrülni fogok. Hozzá meg. Na. Várjál, nem itt kell. Karakter. Arra hogy is kellett? Így, meditation. Midnight. At midnight. Itt várunk bent. Let's go!
So eager, are you? The mill, then. We shall discuss the assault inside.
See, you already prepared a plan. Walk me through it.
We have two objectives. To find Her Illustrious Highness's sister and capture the man who blackmailed the vampire. Duntine is a modest complex. Several old buildings, a high wall around them. At the center of the enclosure stands an imposing keep, restored not long past by the elderly knight of the castle, Roderick. We mean to strike here, through the main gate, then secure the area in front of the keep by storm.
How many men defend Duntine, you know?
Roderick maintains a team of knights for defense. They are no army, but they could number several dozen. Also, Roderick recently took in a band of foreign mercenaries. About them we know very little.
Igen.
Cintrian's men, gotta be. Ran into a few in town. They tried to kill me. Need to hit them from both sides.
Szóval vannak bérelt vele katonákat, meg is vannak az én emberei, és ez...
I'll vault over the wall as soon as you start your assault.
Your plan puts you at great risk, but I sense you will handle it well.
Remélem is. Na, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Nem segített semmi az állapoton. Akkor én fölmegyek, átmászunk a falon. És megpróbálunk. Minden esetre. Nézzük meg. Biztos egy fontos sztori küldetés ez amúgy. Szóval ja. Sometimes later.
So it begins.
Quick! We grab Roderick's horses and we bolt. We won't vault far if the boys out front don't hold.
Not so fast. Little change of plans.
Ha nem lesznek sokan, de jó, ezt kell betölteni, jó. Szóval, ha nem lesznek sokan, akkor őszintén nem lehet probléma. Egy quintet kéne akkor használnom kezdésnek, és utána át lehet váltani Ignite-ra. Mert ugye kivégez nem fogom tudni, mert sokkal nagyobb szintűek. Úgyhogy mondjuk rájuk megyek, amint ütnek vissza. És ez kéne. Lényegében megcsinálom, csak annyira balfasz vagyok, hogy nem sikerül. 47-esek, én mennyi vagyok? 41-es? 42-es? 43-as, maybe. 4 szinten nagyobbak, mint én, azért az durva. Még van pár szint, amit így föl lehetne turbozni. Igen, főleg ezzel van a probléma. Meg amúgy az, hogy nem healelek, az is amúgy baj. Van még ilyesz? Köztetek? Nem tudom, de biztos, hogy kapod az áldást. Hopp, hopp, hopp. Ja, amúgy többen nem akartatok? Jönni így őszintén. Egy poisonözve. Quint gyorsan be. Halleluja. Lehet, hogy nagy volt a kockázat.
Get the horses. He's looking to flee. Can't let him.
akkor a lovakat meg kéne nyugtatni. Magamat is. Akkor nem kell a lovakat megnyugtatni, jó? Akkor várja, megjavítom a fegyverem. Ez csak egy 40-es volt? Franc se tudja.
I see no ducals along the road. They must not be guarding it. Roderick was right. We can flee. We'll manage. Bloody bots! What was that? Those crates under it.
Anyád! Az... Hát ez levitte az egész HP-mat, mi a fasz? Hogy lehet ekkorád... Hogy lehet egy ilyet beadni? Azt mondja el nekem valaki. Hogy lehet ilyet... Bum, belém szúr egyet és instant meghalok. Hogy a faszomba? Akkor lehet, hogy nem... Lehet, hogy nem telekinéz... Lehet, hogy telekinézis blast kéne amúgy oda. Vagy instant stanolni, vagy... Meg mi van, ami... Az a baj, a gránátok ugye sajnos nem segítenek. Nagyon. Szóval... Jó, próbáljuk meg azt. Hogy bemegyünk, aztán valami lesz. Legyen így. Ha betöltene, ugyebár. Próbáltam a gyújtást. Valamennyire bevált. Szerencsé kérdése, ugye? Az biztos, hogy ezután menteni kell. Az megvan! Jaj! Jajjaj! Vissza egy picit! Quint! Gyerünk! Pont emiatt! Hello uraim, én arrébb ugranék, jó? Ez is megvan. Gyertek! Jó van, lovak, nyugodjatok már meg! Gyere már, csak te vagy! Azaz.
Margaret sent them to get the horses. He's looking to flee. Can't let him.
Amúgy az a vicc, hogy... Mindegy. Jó, hadd menjek fel oda. Hello! Szóval... Mi lenne? Ne engedjetek le, igen. Véget ott sikerült ide eldomlanak. Mindegy. Hát paciknak nincsen semmi bajuk. Az a vicc. Szóval mindegy. Ja, megjavítjuk a fegyvert. És mentünk is. Can I save your game right now? Mert hogy... Jó, akkor... Nem tudom elmenteni. Tudom mi a baj! Rájöttem, gyerekek, rájöttem mi a baj. Nincs rajtam a szemüveg. Itt van a probléma. A kürt tudom, hogy meg tudnám fújni, ez lenne a legjobb.
I see no ducals along the road. They must not be guarding it. Roderick was right. We can flee. We'll manage.
Nem.
Bloody bots! What was that? Faster! Loot those crates on the wagon!
Ujjaj! Mi az a HP mennyiség? Hello! Hello! Hogy a francba szedted le rólam a fintet? Jó. Gyorsan híleljünk.
Hurry with those crates! But be careful if you drop any! Someone's here! They've breached the back wall! Come on! Kill him! Onward! No mercy! Go on, lads! Beat the bum butcher! Surround him! Surround and kill! No mercy!
Gyere basszus, gyere!
Go on, lads! Beat the bum butcher! Surround him! Surround and kill! I'm a hard nut to crack!
Normandiáért! Gyere! A kurva szád! Hát hogy lehet? Ez mi? Mi a fasz ez? Hogy? Hogyan lehetséges ez a borzalom, ami itt történik? What? 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 Mi? Mi történt ott az előbb? Valaki magyarázza meg nekem? Kapja, 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 nagyon kapja. What? Én föladtam. Hát ilyen nincs. De tényleg, ilyen nincs. Valahogy átnyúlok a Nessai streamre, azért itt durvák vannak. Nézzük, 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 mindjárt basszus. Mindjárt megoldjuk, mindjárt. Pillanatokon belül meg is leszünk. Mindjárt olyan Despacitót fogtok kapni, hogy itt. Szátok is leesik, na. Na de. Most megint ugyanazt csinálja. És emiatt halok meg majdnem. Konkrétan itt van a halál a számon jelenleg. Jó, az íjász megvan. Ujjaj! Despacito! Na, meg is haltál, látod? Csak kérni kellett. Kibaszott idegesítő amúgy. Hogy egyfolytában meg kell javítanom a fegyveremet. Hol tud idegesítő, de legalább. See? This is the problem. Gyere basszod. Ezt érdemled itt, szerintem. Jó, szóval...
Roderick sent them to get the horses. He's looking to flee. Can't let him.
Nem hagyhatom, hogy elmenjenek amúgy. Ez igaz, Geralt, ez igaz.
I see no ducals along the road. They must not be gone. Bloody boss! What was that? Loot those crates on the wagon!
Hoppá. Vagy meg van poisonozva. Nice. Jó. Mi csinálsz?
Someone's here. See what's they breached the back wall. Come on. I shall show you, bro.
Picit sokan vagytok nekem ez. Gyertek, gyertek, gyertek! Mondom, picit sokan vagytok. Csökkenthetnék ezen a helyzeten, de Őszintén nem akarok! Jaj! Én vagyok Tom, melbe kúrom mindannyiótokat. Az első. Olyan.
Shut up and fight.
Gyere már! Jó lesz ez. Gyere, 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 gyere. Csak ezzel kapsz, aztán átváltok, láttad? Tanulság, ne legyél ijász. Na.
Mercy! Mercy! I did no wrong! Nah, kept the wrong damn company. Centrion's men, where are they? I knew... Shouldn't have let them under my roof.
Hát igen, jó lenne.
Where's the hostage, the woman?
What do you mean? I know nothing about a hostage.
Pillanat.
Must be the handiwork of my guests.
Kaptam epret. Yay.
Where are they now?
In the keep, ready in their escape.
There's someone with them? Woman named Sienna?
Of course. She convinced me to let them in.
And a whole pile of trouble along with them. Where is she?
Hol van? Gyerünk! Böki!
Packing. We were to leave together. An old fool. I'd have done anything for her.
Where is she? In the keep too?
Yes. Her chamber is in the tower, the top floor. What will become of me?
Jó kérdés. Not my problem.
Leaving you to the ducal guard, if you don't bleed to death in the meantime.
Chewie, a pox upon you.
Bocs, ez van. Ezt a lootot meg akartam nézni. Alkohol. Nagyon jó, meg torcs. Fontos. Oh. Úgy nagyon zavaró ez a mozgás, ezt be kell vallanom. Ilyenkor. Hogy segítsek rajtad? De üssem akkor? Nem. If the guard. Bazd meg. Melbe kuró lesz itt. Mekkora vagy, de úristenem! A boros! A borg! Egy óriás! Segítség, egy óriás! Egy óriással harcolok, gyerekek, amúgy. Nem vagy kicsit túlméretezve, barátom? Jaj. Jó, jó. Jajaj! Jajaj!
You will die, you little strunza! I will tear you to shreds!
Might be a quint! Ajaj!
You will die, you close!
Aj, meg! Baszod! Ó, persze. Söbörbe, vödörbe.
Giving you one last chance. Yield.
And Harnett got us into this. Kill him! Attack!
Én nem tenném. Mondom. Így haver. Éjjel. Na! Nem tudok oda bejutni. Jól van. Akkor bemenjük innen. Buli van! Hogy mennek utána? Buli van a parton, a szabad strandon! Mi van itt? Mi a fasz? Gyere! Te is kapsz egyet, én úgy érzem. Ja, még ott van egy. Hajrá!
Wasn't expecting to see you two here.
Hát
We
nem.
thought you could use our help. So, Witcher, this is no time to explain. Where is Renna?
Expect to answer a lot of questions inside.
Let us go then.
Menjünk, menjünk. A toronyba állítólag. Tyű. Nehogy leugor, baszod!
Renna! Are you hurt? If any of them.
You know me. I'd never let them hurt me. I just waited for you to come.
Persze.
I
Ajaj.
didn't know where to look. They threatened to kill you. Forgive me. I failed you.
Gyanús. Csak egy ember. Semmi csapda? A nő furán viselkedik?
Find Anna Henrietta's sister. Where should we look? Do you know?
Ran into Roderick, Duntine's lord. Where I'd find Sienna.
Then speak and let's grab her. Time is short.
Az biztos.
Said she was in a room in the tower. Very one we're in right now. Which, incidentally, looks nothing like a prison cell. And just so happens there's a carafe full of wine here. Bet it's stolen San Real.
What's your point?
You lied.
Stop playing dumb. I know everything. Your plan, that this was part of it.
Igen.
Witcher, what is this?
Sorry, Dettlaff. You've been had.
My friend, please, you must listen to what Geralt has to say.
Renna's not her real name. This is Siana, and Siana is sister to Anna Henrietta, the Duchess of Toussaint.
What? What nonsense is this?
Siana was banished as a child, but it seems she trekked back here recently. Moved into Duntine and ran a Vandergild out of here. Sent a man called the Centrian to Beauclair to steal some wine for her. Wine reserved for the ducal family. Centrian led us to her. Caught him later stealing a jewel Siana had gotten from her father as a child. Sorry, Dettlaff. She used you. Part of her plan.
Ki fogja lökni ezt is az ablakon?
If you do not, I will raze Beauclair to the ground. This I promise you. You've 3 days. I shall be waiting.
He just fly off?
He did not wish to act rashly. He's gone to soothe his nerves.
Think he'll do it? Make good on his threat?
I cannot say. He can be unpredictable when fury consumes him.
Hát igen.
I shall go to him.
Come again? After what he just...
You don't know Dettlaff like I do. If I don't do as he says, he truly will destroy the city. He's more than capable of it.
Didn't expect this.
Seems you've got some last scraps of honor left.
It's the least I can do.
Well, it truly does seem the best option.
Your Grace, we must proceed with caution. Guardsmen saw vampires here. They could still be about.
Vampires are vampires. My sister is here. Find her.
Your Grace, that...
Itt van. Dum 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 dum.
Siana, it's true. It's you. Sister, dear. What have you gotten yourself into?
So concerned, I'm surprised. Is there an ounce of truth to it?
You feel resentment. I understand. But I promise we shall work through all the unfortunate matters of the past. We will discuss them later. Captain, escort Siana to the palace. I shall meet with her as soon as we return.
As you wish, Your Grace.
Igen.
And you, Witcher. You have my thanks. I cannot believe my sister was so near the whole time.
Megkaphatom ezt a várat is? Crusader Kingdomot csinálunk.
Roderick got duped and used, just like the vampire.
Apropos, were you able to establish who kidnapped his beloved?
We've discovered Siana blackmailed the vampire. Ordered him to kill those men.
What? What nonsense is this?
She is his missing lover. Staged her own abduction to force him to do her bidding.
He was a tool. Whole scheme was Siana's. She was behind it.
You're mistaken.
Dom.
You must be. This cannot be true.
Your Grace, I know this vampire and...
What? You know him? Who is he?
Detlef.
The same who so recently sat at my table and told me of Nazaire. Is there anything else you've neglected to mention? A dragon living beneath Mount Gorgon, perhaps? A vampire?
Az első, igen.
Where is he now?
Waiting for Sienna. If she doesn't show up to meet him by an appointed time, he'll destroy Beauclair.
He dares threaten us?
Your Grace, we have 3 days to bring him Sienna and...
Not a word. You have 3 days to bring me his head.
Mi a fasz?
Secrets. No more helping vampires. I want what I'm paying for. The head of the beast.
Ez nem így működik. Csak szeretném mondani. Na mindegy. Jó. Nem baj. Szóval... Mi lenne, ha segítenénk, jó? És nem megölnénk, nem levágnánk a fejét.
Doubt it. Rarely forgets, rarely retracts what she says, especially not threats.
Yes, well, even I must admit Detlef's actions were highly inappropriate. Reprehensible, even.
Érdekes amúgy, hogy sétálunk. Amúgy nem.
Why would I be?
Let's see.
A
You're
döntések.
returning from your hunt empty-handed. No trophy. No new lead to boast of, then pursue.
What can I say? It happens at times. Especially likely to when the monster I'm chasing can turn into fog.
Hát
How
igen.
do your employers customarily react when you fail to meet their expectations?
Depends. Peasants cuss me out. Merchants demand I refund their deposit, whereas nobles mostly just release their hounds.
And rulers?
Usually threaten me with the gallows.
A most illustrious grace awaits the gentleman.
Na, köszönjük. Ilyen ruhába mondod ezt?
Your Grace, the population demands she be punished. Sienna's committed terrible crimes. Spilt so much blood. They...
Another word, Palmerin, and I shall spill even more blood. Yours.
Az igen. Így kell kioltani.
For the last time. Sienna is responsible for the death of many, true. But she is also my sister. We are bound by blood and by a shared childhood.
Igen,
I
csak...
shall not allow her to be lynched.
Your Grace.
Igen, és a más ugyanezt mondaná.
Stone the prisoner. Pitchforks and torches in hand.
Let them
Nem
stop.
mindegy.
They will not find her there. Sienna is hidden away in a safe place. She shall await trial there until we have rid ourselves of this accursed vampire. Which, to judge by your means, has not yet come to pass.
Did what we could, but...
My patience is at an end, Geralt. Where is he? Where is Detlef?
Working on it.
We're working to find that out, Your Grace.
Do you take me for a fool?
Nem.
Wouldn't dare.
I care not one whit.
Jesszusom, bazd meg.
Are
Ez a nő.
working on, or shall work on. I'm interested in results, which thus far have been nil. At times I hunt foxes.
Ajaj,
Do you
látszik
know
a
how it
hajadon.
works? The ducal huntsman releases the hounds. They catch the fox's scent, chase the animal down, and lead the battue to it. All within an hour. You, Witcher, have had a week. The aid of my most excellent knights. Yet, you have tracked absolutely nothing down.
Me?
I've begun to suspect my beagles might have done a better job.
Ezt kikérem magamnak.
Allow me to point out certain subtle but essential differences between a higher vampire and a fox, or game in general.
Ki? Én visszaszólok.
Truly. Like the ones between a pathetic quip and a treasonous offense? Watch your words, Witcher. But to the matter at hand. Have you managed to establish anything?
Your Grace, it seems Siana tricked Detlaf, used him to murder the knights who escorted her into exile. We have reason to believe that...
Your Grace! Vampires!
What? Speak now!
Vampires! They protect the city! Captain de la Tour defends the square near the port. But so many lives lost.
Damn it.
Mi a büdös fasz amúgy? Az igen, nem.
War this Detlef wants. It's war he shall have. Geralt, get to work. This time I'll hear no excuses. Palmer and you...
Ez nem vampire. Véleményem szerint. Gyere ide! Ez egy bruxa. Ez még mindig nem egy vampire, de... Úgy mondtam már, hogy a kurva szád. Jó. Minden rendben van. Szóval páncélt vissza. Eléggé sokban segítene. Jó, adjál már! Nem szégyelled magad? Amúgy. Gyere! Jó, itt egy kitérés lesz azután, pillanat. Mi ez a kard? Wow! Szóval, mi ez a kard? Nem tudom használni, 46-osra tudsz. Faszom ki van már bruxákkal amúgy. Kopán vágtam azért, remélem láttátok. Ezért kapta az egyik katona.
Siana failed to appear as summoned. And there. Detlef was not making idle threats.
Seems not. Need to make some serious plans of our own now. It's gone too far, damn it. Regis, you mentioned there was a way to draw Detlef out. A way you've avoided resorting to so far because you thought it was too dangerous.
Is that how I put it? Do forgive me, I've misled you terribly. The word dangerous is simply a scandalous understatement in this case.
Regis, another inner monologue growing out of a personal dilemma. Just tell me how to flush Detlef out, force him to meet, please.
In due course. But first, Geralt, I'd like you to consider the alternative. After all, you could fulfill Detlef's demand and liberate his beloved Siana.
Értem, de attól függve nem kéne mindenkit...
Detlef still believes Siana's innocent?
I believe he suspects something. He must. And he seeks to understand what happened.
And for that he's declared war on the entire duchy?
Szerintem nem ő volt.
Moderation was never his strong suit.
Adjuk, jó, akkor legyen így, akkor mondd így.
You want to free Siana? Hand her over to Detlef? Refuse to accept you consider that wise.
It's hard to believe, I know. But Detlef is not actually evil, merely impulsive.
Jó, de ha ennyire...
Meet with her, speak with her.
Ennyire kileng, akkor viszont baj van.
Say I agree to this, because I might. Still no chance Anna Henrietta will.
I do not recall ever suggesting we ask her permission.
The meeting. What if it's nothing like you say? What if it goes sour, ends in a fight? Willing to guarantee Siana won't get hurt?
It seems unlikely in the extreme that...
Didn't ask for a lecture on probability. Need a simple answer. Yes or no.
I vow that not a hair on her head shall come to any harm.
De a többi része igen.
Got serious reservations about this plan. Not least among them, we have no idea where Siana's being held. You heard the Duchess. She's not at the prison.
Hardly a reservation. More of an excuse. I'm certain you'll find her. You must merely decide you wish to.
Could ask Damien. Duchess treats him like a lapdog. Keeps him close most times. He might know something more.
There, you see?
Legyen így.
I knew you'd think of something. Bravo. I trust I've dispelled your doubts then.
Not so fast. We're not done talking.
No.
How would I go about luring Detlef out of hiding if I wanted to? With the blood of a virgin?
You see, somewhere nearby lives an unusual denizen, one of the unseen, ancient and powerful vampires, among the oldest and strongest.
And
That's by.
Is this unseen elder's territory. All vampires owe him fealty while they are here. He need but say the word, designate a time and place, and Detlef will be forced to appear.
So this unseen elder, how do we convince him to summon Detlef?
We must find him first. The elder does not see arrivals unless he absolutely must. But locals, Oriana, for instance, you know, she too is a...
Yeah, figured it out. All right, let's say she gets me in to see the unseen elder. What then?
I don't know. You'll have to improvise, I suppose.
Kösz.
So I'm basically stuck. Either gotta give in to a blackmailer, or fight him.
You know what I would opt for. Should we free Siana and arrange for her to meet with Detlef, there's a good chance we'll all survive this ordeal. Detlef...
Regis, don't mean to put you on the spot, but I gotta know. Say I do decide to fight Detlef. Who'll you stand with?
Should you decide your sword is the sole solution, I shall not stand in your way.
Appreciate it.
Certainly hope so. Now, please tell me, what is it you intend to do?
Próbáljuk meg.
As the plan seems, I'll do it. I'll ask Damien about Siana.
You won't make me beg. I knew you wouldn't.
Slow down. Not promising a thing. Just want to get a feel for the situation to start with. Coming with?
Of course. Many hands make light work.
Legyen így. Hát ez lesz a jó. Hadd beszélgessenek.
Hurry. Damien could be in danger.
Or dead.
You think so? He's seen battle hardened. More than a few straps on his belt.
against humans, not monsters.
Igen. Igen. Nem akarok ott. De.
Never thought lesser vampires would heed a higher vampire's call and commands.
As a rule, they don't.
So how Dettlaff sick them on the city?
Gyerünk.
Told you, he's exceptional. He manages to bend them to his
Nem tudom, mit feldeltünk amúgy.
They'll continue attacking until he orders them to go down until he dies. You must focus on Damien. Time's running out.
Yes! Még egy bruxa. Kösz, nem játszok veled. Jó, csá, bruxa, jó volt. Fussál, 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 fussál. Tököm ki van a bruxákkal. Ha már. Megoldják maguknak. Az meg már! Faszomat már. Na. Még egy javítás ráfért. Merre, uram?
Armor proved useless. Claws sliced through steel like through butter.
We must hurry. Each moment's delay means another death.
They broke formation, ran.
That scent. It's Damien's blood. He was wounded.
Let's go.
Hajrá, srácok, te jók vagytok.
Barricade put him in the street.
Pointless. That's no obstacle to him.
Fell on his face, struck in the back. Tried to run.
They must have realized they could not hold his position.
Hope they found a corner to hide in. Maybe anyone to
Gyere,
talk to.
gyere. Persze. Nehogy segíts! Fasság! Ez is egy bruxa. Valami másik neve van. Meg fog halni színnel. Úgyis erre ment.
Must be in the bank. Barricaded themselves inside.
I cannot let them see you. Recognize the vampire.
Az meg. Megint nem segít. Már megint nem segít a csávó. Ezt így könnyebbnek találtam.
You killed it, single-handedly. That harlot's brood slaughtered half my unit.
I see the harlot's brood came close to slaughtering you as well.
Need to withdraw. You and your men. Now.
My duty lies with the city.
Won't help the city by leading your men to the slaughter. Damien, conversation back at the palace, remember? I'll say it again. Your men don't stand a chance.
Men, tend to the wounded and prepare to march out.
Doing the right thing. Now listen close. Silver. That's what you want to use against
Na,
vampires.
mindenki vegye elő a kis kanalat,
Order them to produce
és
as
akkor
much
azzal.
vampire oil as they can. Churn it out in gallons. Then coat your blades with it. Keep an eye out for Alps and Bruxay. The shapely ones resemble women. There one moment, gone the next. Bombs containing silver splinters are a pretty good idea.
Igen, nem a legjobb.
I hope you're worth the coin the Duchess pledged you.
Nem adott szart se.
With the head of the wretch that did this, skewered on a hook.
Got a different plan.
And what would that be?
All I can say just now is I'm gonna need Sienna.
You know the Duchess's decision.
Tudom.
Sienna awaits her trial, in custody.
We know it, but we do not agree with it.
You've that luxury. I do not. I've sworn my loyalty to her grace.
Folk are dying. Many more will, because of one.
If her grace learns I helped you, my head will roll.
And ours will follow right after it. Yet still we are prepared to take the risk. I fear we waste our time here. Come, Geralt.
Wait.
Na mondjad.
When last I saw Sienna, her grace was escorting her to the palace playroom.
Playroom? As in for children?
Nem.
Sure.
I've served in the ducal palace for years. I know it's every corner. So yes, I am damn sure.
Playroom? So what, Duchess locked Sienna up in a dollhouse?
Honestly, I've no clue. Look, I've told you what I saw. What you do with it is no concern of mine.
Got it. I'll look into it. You get back to your barracks. Retrace my steps. Path ought to be clear.
Let's go.
And leave our gratitude. You helped us a great deal.
I helped Beauclair. At least I hope I did.
Mi is.
Let's go, Regis.
Mondjuk a playroomba. Elder. De nem tudom, hogy akarom én-e. Hát akkor megkérdezzük a már... Get inside. Hogy a faszomba. Szóval kell mondaná? És hogy juthatok be? Mondjuk. Úgy látom, nem.
Locked. Of course. Regis. Rather not have a fist fight with this door. Shame. We meant to stand guard, but honor Henrietta's personal request.
Nyissad, nyissad, nyissad. Köszönöm, uram.
At your service.
Jól van, még légy szíves, hajolgassál is.
Something inside? Nope. Empty. Utter silence. No one here.
We should look around at least.
Well, well. A key tucked behind a picture.
A rocking horse. Rather old. I suppose it got a lot of use.
Wooden duck. Somebody broke its wings off. And plush toys. Cute. Nothing under the carpet.
Did you expect something? Apart from the dust swept under there by a lazy chambermaid.
Geci sok baba.
What the? Found a notebook. Property of Isabelle de Roquefort, court governess. The notes of Siana and Anna Henrietta's governess when they were little.
I'm not sure it will help, but I suppose there's no harm in leafing through them.
Siana gave me a drawing today.
Charming.
Of freshly decapitated bodies covered in blood.
Perhaps not so much.
I asked her why ever she would draw such a thing. Her Highness claimed it was a rendering of nightmares which have plagued her for as long as she can remember. Siana does wake up screaming nearly every night, save when she shares a bed with Henrietta. Curse of the Black Sun. Supposedly girls afflicted by it had horrible dreams. Kind of horrible that made some of them go mad. The girls quarreled today. I must note rather sadly they did not behave as befits future ladies. The incident devolved into fisticuffs.
Úristen.
Anna Henrietta was first to strike her sister. Siana gave back as good as she'd gotten. By the time I separated them, Henrietta had lost 2 teeth. She ran off to complain to her parents. His Grace the Duke refused to believe my version of events. He laid all the blame on Siana and vowed to punish the little one harshly. Henrietta did her best to have her sister's sentence commuted, but the Duke and Duchess proved unbending.
Once you're labeled a black sheep, it's so hard to shed that reputation.
Today I accompanied the girls for the first time to the land of 1,000 fables. We spent half the day there. First we played with Thumbelina, then with Barbarossa, who proved quite the charmer for a brigand and pirate.
I'm beginning to suspect Isabel de Roquefort wrote in her diary after taking a powerful hallucinogenic. Cannabis rudelaris, for instance, or...
Shh, don't interrupt. I have tipped my cap to Master Artorius Figo for his achievement. He has proved he has no equal in the arcane arts.
Wait, Artorius was the court mage here, a specialist in illusions, which means...
Regis, last warning. Stop interrupting or I'll seat you in the corner. The girls told me if I ever wish to visit alone, I need but crack open the land of 1,000 fables and utter out loud the incantation Expecto Ludum.
A book as the key to an illusion. My, this grows more interesting by the minute.
Mages sent by the Conclave arrived today. They came to examine Siana. I cannot know what conclusions they drew, but His Grace now seems clearly upset.
Curse of the Black Sun. There's no doubt then that she was diagnosed with the syndrome symptoms.
Or had that label planted on her. It goes on. I dared ask the Duke what would become of the girl. He did not reply. I tutored the girls in Nilfgaardian today. Siana applies herself so, though she has great difficulty memorizing new vocabulary. Lady Henrietta seems more gifted in this regard, yet also prone to impish behavior. When she thought me out of earshot, she called me a blood accuser. She and Siana laughed so hard they almost choked. Blooda is damned, or cursed. What's Cusa?
In the melodious tongue of our none-too-friendly neighbors to the south, the word describes the many-petaled flower that blooms in that place we so unmelodiously call the crotch.
Igen, hagyjuk mátba.
Realize this might sound improbable, but maybe, just maybe, Anna Henrietta tossed Siana into that illusion.
Not impossible. She would be safe there, and isolated. We must see.
Where's that book?
Vajon hol?
Is it? Let's see.
Olvasóest. Nem rossz volt, Geralt. Ha eltéped, azzal nem lesz jobb. Akkor de.
Expecto Ludum.
Meseországba zárta? Hú, de jó lesz. Már jártunk mindenhol. Erre nem számítottam. És akkor menjünk majd a sárga köves úton?
Regis. Regis.
Land of 1,000 fables. Incredible.
Vigyázz, madár.
Let's see where this road takes me.
És... sprint!
Eye of Nehelening's going wild.
Miért erre akarsz
Land's an
vinni?
illusion.
Nem is
So
akarom tudni.
powerful, there's no way to dispel it.
Most tudom, miért baszakszik vajon a... Követem a sárga köves utat. Úgy döntöttem. Merre megy tovább a sárga köves út? És tényleg a sárga köves utat kell követni, beszarok. Amúgy most olvasom. Ó, bazd meg. 45 irányba nem akarsz amúgy elvinni? És el kell az egyik irányba jutni, szóval... Nem, csak én vagyok egy picit megzavarodva.
Bloody hell, let him out!
Voices.
He gobbled that might.
Kérem a topánkát, a piros topánkát.
Hands off my half, dearie. You wouldn't want me to get cross.
Vasorúbanya vagy.
Open it.
Mi a szar? Vasorúbába vagy mi a franc?
Now, who's this? A lost traveler? You're not supposed to be here, sweetie. Why, you're old. Old and pale. But never worry. A bit of butter, a bit of spice, and you'll make a tasty morsel.
Az igen.
Just as soon as I catch you.
Boss fight!
You cannot possibly fear of me having frogs. Ugh, food smells more vile than a rotting carcass. Careful she doesn't douse you.
Hunter. Wow. Wow. Mondja a zsír. Anyját. Ugye tudjuk, hogy a zsír az nagyon jól ég, vagy mi? De egyre szarabb lesz. Jó, ez már kelleni fog a Quint, az biztos. Gyerünk, rag le, banyá! Még már meg lesz. Azt látom, hogy két fázisa van. Volt, mikor a Panther jött, volt, mikor a virág jött. Gyere már ide! De ne... Ez komolyan. Beszállt. Gyerünk, gyere még egyszer. Hogy még ez is van, adjál már botoddal, hát nehogy már. Rám basz egyet a bot.
What the hell was that?
The Wicked Witch. Oh, you've heard of her, haven't you? Now, where did you put that key?
Listen, how'd you come by a weapon?
It's Prince Charming's. He no longer needs it. Here it is.
Thank you. She'd have baked me for certain if you'd not... Sienna? Is that you?
It's been years, Jack.
Have you come to play?
No, I just want your beans, so you can breathe easily.
Breathe easy? Because you aren't here to play? What's that about?
Jack knows what I mean, so he'll tell me where the beans are. Isn't that right?
Sienna, I'm sorry, but I haven't got them.
Oh, something tells me you're lying. Perhaps you wish to play the old games after all, hmm? This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went home, for instance.
I'm telling the truth. I swear it. Henrietta, she ordered them buried all over, so you wouldn't be able to leave.
Where?
I don't know. But Joss, the boy with the thing for wolves, he should know. He sticks his nose in everyone's affairs.
He had better know. Because
Ja,
if
was?
not, I'll find you and we'll have ourselves a little talk. Understand? Now shoot. All right. So why is it you're here?
Nem akarom azt.
Nice of you, but a waste of your effort.
Nagyon vicces lenne, de nem.
You might not. Bound to be easier with my help, as our most recent adventure amply showed.
Mm-hmm. Yet I still don't know why you even give a damn.
It's Dettlaff. He's trying to force Anna Henrietta's hand. Wants her to release you. Summoned monsters to attack Beauclair.
Sounds like Dettlaff, all right. But I doubt you came all this way just to bring me up to speed on current events. So get to the point, please.
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back. Me because as soon as you meet with Dettlaff, he'll put an end to the chaos in the city.
You exposed me. I landed in prison because of you. Now you come to beg my help, I dare say. My life is full of surprises, isn't it? Well, normally I'd tell you to sod off. But, from what you say, folk are dying who have nothing to do with this. Not part of the plan. Dettlaff was only to kill those who deserved it. No one else. Fine, Witcher.
Jó van,
I
azért.
accept your offer.
Jó van.
Consider us allies. Shake on it.
Na. Pedig azt kellett volna.
So, what's with the beams? Mind explaining?
Certainly. But you must gird yourself with patience. There are two ways out of this land. My darling sister blocked one when she tossed me in here. The other's up there, in the clouds. She made it hard, but not impossible to access by concealing the beans.
Still don't understand.
Don't fret, just listen. That boy, that was Jack, of Beanstalk fame. You know the tale?
Jack.
Yeah.
Climbed a gigantic beanstalk to a giant's castle, high up in the clouds.
As we shall do if we can just find those blasted beans. There are 3. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 yellow.
Azt hittem, hogy csak a... És melyiket választod, a pirosat vagy az a pirosat vagy a kéket?
Clear now? So we must find Joss. Perhaps he will be able to help us. You lead.
Hát biztos.
Joss can usually be found wandering the glade at the foot of the mount. It's some distance.
Na gyerekek, folytatjuk este felé. Ennyi. Folytatjuk este felé. Szevasztok!